Okay, that one's still there. Lucario. Go in. Oh, yes, it worked. Okay. Okay, so it's on. Is it respawn now? Let's see here. So one Lucario, two Lucario. I broke it. Hold on. Oh, hello, Crimson. Yeah. How are we doing today, Crimson? Hello, hello, hello. Just check something. I'm just trying to set up for the fire starters. Help Pro with it. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, so that's how I did it. Okay. Helped him beat his old lesser by 2k, I think. Oh, nice! I should be on here. Oh, I've got to deal with Alpha Lucario. Right now, I'm trying to duplicate the spawners in this area. To deal with this. Why are you going that way? Okay. I don't think I'm too far away from the Hippowdon. If that flipping Lucario didn't interrupt me, I might have been able to get that done sooner. Also, I did manage to get another shiny. Also, I forgot to do that. I finally managed to get a female Esper. It finally happened. I was doing the tower method just so I could get the what do you call it? The I forgot what it's called. Why is my memory fogging up today? Hold on. I need to move that Hippowdon back. Okay, now I remember what I was going to say. I was phasing for that Pancham. I still haven't gotten it yet. Okay. So with it like this, now the spawns should be good to go. And I think I can get up to 6 different spawns. Okay. So I've got... that's definitely within 50 meters of its original spawn. 100%. So I guess I'll just move back. Not into zone 5. Move away from them and then let them respawn naturally. So now I should have 3 spawns in the plaza. Or the zone. There's a Charmander. There we go, there we go. I'm gonna keep doing this until I can get a few more spawns. So the Charmander. Yes! It worked! Right then. Let's do this again. Alright, follow me, Charmander. Follow me, boy. Come here, boy. Come on. There we go. Come here. Not quite there. Come on. Okay. So I'm trying to get 6 spawns in this area. I've already successfully duplicated one of the spawners. Now I just need to do it 3 more times. Then I'll have the most efficient method of... get in there. The most efficient method of shiny hunting... Well, this little bugger. And his pig friend. Okay. So now I need to move about 65 meters away. I don't walk into any walls, god damn it. Right, that should be good. Okay, and then when I walk back, there should be another spawn, and I have to move the Charmander back to its original spot. But yeah, there's the Charmander. Right, come on then, come on then. Right, there's Lucario, there's a Tepig, and there should be a 3rd one. Wait, hold on, is there a 3rd one? Is there a 3rd one? There's Lucario. There's the Tepig. Charmander's down there. There should be another one. Okay, I don't think I did it right then. Right, so move it a little bit further away. I don't think it was far enough away from its original spawn point. And then I need to move 65 meters away again. Okay. Charmander's here now. So we're about 65 meters away. No. There we go. And then we reset. Go back. And there should be a fourth Pokemon in there. So not only the Charmander should be there, but there should be 3 more Pokemon. Okay, there's Lucario, there's... Yes, it worked! Okay. Alright, now I need to move this Charmander back to its... as close as I can back to its original spawn point. And I need to finish this off before it turns night. Because if it turns to night, then the Charmander will probably disappear. Magnus Tachyon, the theoretical particle. How you doing, Prodigy? How you doing today? Ah! Oh no! I forgot. Ah, hold on. Hold on. Let me do that. Okay. Hold on. Apps are booting up. Sorry, I forgot. I was so focused on doing this exploit that I forgot. Okay. Go to this one. Do this. Okay. All sorted. Okay. Get this Charmander all sorted now. No. Okay. It should be good now. So now there should be permanently 4 spawns in this area. I need to get 2 more, then I can have the maximum potential of getting a shiny Tepig or a Charmander. Okay. So let me just walk the usual distance. And then walk back. So now there should be 4 permanent spawns. Get rid of this pin. So let's check then, shall we? There's a Charmander, there's a Tepig, there's a Charmander. Okay, where's the 4th one? There's Lucario. Yep, we have 4 permanent spawns. Right, goody good. 4 permanent spawns, that's good. Wait, no, I don't need to reset yet. I need to change the time of day. And because the spawners were duplicated, they are there permanently, so I don't have to worry about traveling issues. I do need to change the time to morning though, so if I am in the middle of the exploit, then it'll reset that specific spawn. But since the Pokemon has been spawned back in properly, it's not being seen as a bad one, so it should stay. Also, I'm thinking with my character's appearance, I might just stick with the Garu look. I think ever since I found out that we could have 2 different hair colors at once, I think I deep down wanted to do this. Okay, now let's go to Centrico Plaza again. And we'll double check. There's a Charmander. Oh, we should probably go in. Oh, Charmander, a Tepig. I do need to actually go in to be able to see all the spawns, don't I? Just save my game. Right, so there's Lucario. Yep, that is 4 spawns. Oopsies. Alright. Fly Centrica Plaza again. Let's get the process started for a 5th spawn. So apparently Tepig is not a good idea. I want it to be something right here. So either Hippowdon or Charmander are optimal choices. That's still a Tepig. I mean, that's good, because that means Tepig has a higher chance of being shiny. Lucario. Hippowdon. There we go. I'll do this Hippowdon. Okay, so I think it's about here? No. A bit over here. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. Come on down. Gonna use double edge or something. We'll just walk down. There we go. Let's get you 50 meters away. Okay, that should be good. And then reset. I'm literally only doing this just so I can get both of the shiny fire starters now. And if anything else shines that's not a starter, I have to leave it. Okay, let's see. Yep, there's the Hippowdon. It's... I think it's about the right distance. Okay. Right, so let's move 65 meters away. Is that... Yep. Right, we reset. And then walk all the way back. Then move Hippowdon back. If there is another spawn. Only if there's another spawn. If there isn't another spawn, I've got to reposition the Hippowdon a bit. Also, I need to talk to this guy at some point. Oh, I'll just talk to him now. All that for a super potion? Right, so there's the Hippowdon. Alright, let's see then. So the Hippowdon. Oh, counting up. Yep. Yep. Okay, we have another spawn. Oh, go away, Lucario! Gee! Let's come back and do that? Oh, great. Oh, okay, no. Save. Okay. Wait, now 2 other spawners have moved. I don't know how far away that Lucario is. Maybe just in case I should move Lucario back into the center area. Oh, great. Okay, no, I think this Hippowdon is close enough, though. Right. So I'll just walk away and then walk back, because there was indeed another spawn. We'll walk back and we'll see how many we've got. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Alright, let's get our 6th spawn. You come here. Wait, hold on. We'll go back here. And then mark the pin. And go away, Tepig! Go away, Tepig! Okay. It said know where the Hippowdon spawns. So once this one's all sorted out, then I should be able to get one more spawn in. And then I can officially start shiny hunting for Tepig and Charmander. Right, so we'll go over here. Okay, no. I think it's not close. It's not far enough away. Right, come here. Okay. Then reset. Yeah, that Hippowdon was not far enough away at all. So now hopefully it should be far enough away. There's the Hippowdon. Okay, yeah, that is more than far enough away. Right. Pin here, and you're 65 meters away. Get closer. No? No? Okay. Right. Respawn. Oh, reboot even. Oy, why is my big pillows always all over the place? There we go. Now I have no idea if this is a good one because it's a bit further away from the other spawns, so it might not have worked. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Addon's over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Wait, there's another one here. Ah, go away, Lucario! Okay, so I think it did actually work. Because I missed that Charmander there. Wait. Wait, never mind. It's because this Hippowdon despawned. I still do want 6 though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Charmander, Tepig, Hippowdon, Lucario, and another Charmander. That's only 5. So, right about here. Yep. Right, follow me, Charmander. Oh yeah, that works. Come on. Come on. Alright, let's try this again. Because the last Hippowdon was too far away. Also, I hooked up an Ethernet cable from a booster, a Wi-Fi booster, to my Switch 2 dock. So now if I do like online stuff again, then yeah, it should be all good to go. I shouldn't have to worry about Wi-Fi problems anymore because a direct link to the Wi-Fi should not be any issues. Ah, where am I going? This way. Right, 65 meters away. Also, I've been fulfilling my promise of not catching any duplicate shinies anymore. As I did kill a shiny Skidoo, 2 shiny Flabébé, and a shiny Pidgey, and a shiny Vivian, and despawned 2 extra shiny Fletchling. All of them gone. Only one I kept was the female Esper, because that's the only one I actually needed. Okay, so there's the Charmander. So one Tepig. 1, 2. Oh, it's a shiny Tepig! Hello. Um. I don't think we need the extra one. I don't think we need the extra one. I just got Tepig. But I'll do the restart just in case, just so I can get the Charmander back to where it belongs. Okay, I don't think we need to get the extra one now. Alright then. Just look at that. Shiny Tepig! We have all the MZ starters now. Right, latest shiny is now going to be Embor. But I'm going to keep doing this so I can get Charmander. Hey, Unova. Put Embor down. Power up Punch. That's better than Arm Thrust. Didn't expect to get that so... It wasn't even finished yet. And it shined. Okay, I might not like Embor that much, but that is a sick shiny. Alright, give an item to hold. The Emborite. There we go. We now have all of the new starters as shinies. Alright. Give it a pin. And now I guess it's time to do resets for a Charmander. Yep, because I do still have a decent amount of spawns. What's that over there? Oh, it's got loader. So I'm not going to go into the zone now, I'm thinking about it, because if I get close enough and a shiny or an alpha does spawn a bit further back, it has a higher radius, so I should be able to see it a bit better. Just can't believe we've got that one sorted. I might try that. I think I need to try that again so I can get Bulbasaur now. Alright. So that's that one out of the way. And Tepig is one I do not mind phasing on, because if I'm going for living deaths eventually, I do need 2 more of them. But preferably I want to get a Charizard next, or Charmander next. Because after I get... I mean, technically I can just go straight for Litwick now, since that is what's on my priority list. But... I do want to try and get Charmander now. There's a Hippowdon. I wouldn't mind a shiny female Hippowdon. I do need one of those, if I'm going for like gender differences. If Hippopotas, I could just go to, I think it's Zone 7. Yeah. If I need a female Hippopotas, I just go to Zone 7. So obviously if nothing shows up while I'm going around the rim, that means nothing is a shiny. just surprised I got that Tepig so quickly. I hadn't even finished my method exploit. But now I guess I don't need to finish it. I just gotta hope that a shiny Charmander shows up next. And I can just leave the extra spawns alone and just focus on a different area. Plan next, after this Charmander, will be to go for Litwick. And then I think that's the majority of the fire types done, besides Flareon. Oh yeah, of course, if a shiny Lucario does show up, as much as I'd love to kill it, I feel like Crimson would hang me if I kill the shiny Lucario, so I'll bend the rule just for Lucario, and I'll trade the Lucario to Crimson when he gets online. Like when he gets switched online, I'll just trade it to him. Because I know he would crucify me if I killed a shiny Lucario. So if a shiny Lucario shows up, then I'll just leave it alone for now. Like if it shows up first, and I'll just try and focus on Charmander. I would, yes. Yep, see, I know you. I know you would hate my guts if I killed a shiny Lucario. Which is why I'll catch it, and I'll trade it to you when you're able. Because I know you'd much prefer that. Well, unless it's a shiny Alpha Lucario, then I'm keeping it. Although I've already got a shiny Alpha Lucario, so I'd probably still trade that one to you anyway. I would curse you. Well, let's hope it doesn't come around to that then. Then we don't have to ever worry about it. Because if it's a shiny Alpha Lucario, I'm going to catch it regardless. But I'll probably still trade it to you because I already have a shiny Alpha Lucario. Come on. There is... After Tepig, I want a shiny Charmander, please. Either a shiny Charmander or a female Hippowdon. I would not mind that one. If I do eventually go for gender differences, like with the living form shiny decks, which would be absolute craziness. But if I do get enough duplicate shinies, I probably would consider doing that. Because I've already gotten the majority for a few Pokemon. Like, I just finished Meowstic. And I finished Heracross a while back. So... I wouldn't mind giving it a shot. If I can get everything, and I mean everything from Mega Dimension, so all the final forms, then I'll focus on the living deck. And then if I get all of those, I'll focus on gender variants. And then once I've gotten all those, well, there'll be nothing left for me to do. I think once all that's done, I'll probably go to a different game because I'll have nothing to do. But hopefully, it never comes around to finishing the living decks because there's a few Pokemon that are an absolute pain to get. Although, with Mega Dimension, I assume some hard to encounter Pokemon will be made easier to encounter. Lucario, the powerful fire type. Let me guess, you got Entei, correct? You got an Entei, right? Yep. That's the fun part about Colosseum. That's the easiest game in Gen 3 to get all 3 of the legendary beasts. Oh, Jackie, did I show you yet? Look what I got. Look what I got, Chiaki! Pig! I got the pig! I wasn't even done, like, gathering all the new spawns, and Shiny Emboar decided it just wanted to show up. Or Shiny Tepig in this case. So, the only ones I need for the first page now is White Flower Florges and a Pangaro. It took 2 attempts to get because the camera knocked it out the first time. Yep, that's why you knock out the partner Pokemon first. Pressing info, thank you! After we've gotten Charmander and evolved it to Charizard, I will go back to Litwick. Because I know that's the only thing on my priority list. Lucario... And Chiaki, I have been following through with my no catching duplicate shinies rule. I did a bit of tower resets in Zone 3. I got the female Esper finally. But alongside that, there was... Alpha Charmander. There was, oh, what was it? There was 2 Flabébé. And there was also a Skidoo, along with a Vivian and 2 Fletchling. All of those I either defeated or despawned. The only thing I kept was the female Esper. I know it would sound painful, but with the amount of duplicates I got, it doesn't hurt me whatsoever. It only matters if it's a completely new Pokemon. So, like, new gender difference, or a new species. So knowing this, I know I have to get 2 Pancham if I want to do Living Dex eventually. What was the command for your list again? 1 second. I'm not going to tell you yet because I need to update it. I need to remove Emboar from the list. I think that's all I needed to remove. Yeah. Alright, it's just exclamation mark list. Oh, Chiaki on a 15 stream streak. Nice. And Chandelure is currently on the top of the priority list, so once I get Charmander, then I'm going to go for the Litwick. Yeah, this is for the final forms. Not including gender variants, and, did I? No. Yeah, so unlike Pyro and Meowstic, Hippowdon isn't, like, the most important, like, main gender variant, because it's literally just a different color, but when Pyro and Meowstic have a completely different model. Oh, you want me to go for Venusaur? Okay. So after I've done Litwick, I'll go for Venusaur. And it's basically I've got to do the same, like, duplication method I did originally. Hydrate, yep. Then once I get Charmander, then I go for Litwick. Then once I get Litwick, I've got to do the Spawn Duplicator exploit in the grassy area, so I can get myself a Bulbasaur. Now the fun part, if I do end up doing gender variations, I would have to get a male and a female Bulbasaur, so... Well, 4 Bulbasaur, one of them having to be female. But that'd be fun! That'd be a lot of shiny Bulbasaur I need. I need a lot of shiny Chikorita as well, because I'm pretty sure Meganium also has a gender difference. I don't remember if Bayleaf does or not. Is that Alpha Tepig? Yeah, that's an Alpha Tepig. If it was a shiny, that'd be impressive. I'd much prefer the Charmander though, because Final Forms is the priority. Tepig. Lucario. Let me just boot up my notepad so I can actually update my priority list. No longer Tepig, now it's just Litwick and Bulbasaur. And the Charmander, I just casually added it to my priority list myself. just because I want it. I mean, I need it anyway. Oh, also, I'm probably not going to be streaming tonight for any longer than 2 hours. Just because I got a shift tomorrow, and it's a relatively early one, so I will not be able to do a massive stream tonight. And it'll be fun tomorrow, because apparently we're running low on food items. Oh, I also, I completed a secret side quest to do, just in Infinite Tournament. And once I completed that, I got 300,000 Pokédollars and 30 luxury balls for it. Like, damn! That's a damn good reward. And once you've completed that, you can just do like a battle tower kind of thing, but only battling Justin. And currently my record stands at 35 battles in a row, because I was using that to level up my Gardevoir and Frostlass while they were still in their baby forms. I'm thinking I might try and get them to higher levels, and try and sweep just these 2 Pokemon. But the problem is that there's a Mawile on her team, and both of my Pokemon are weak to Steel. So I probably will still need an extra Pokemon to help me out. I'll probably just have Excadrill on my team as a bonus, because Excadrill sweeps Justin, like, completely. The only annoying thing is the Stealth Rock, but it's easy to get around, just walk around it. Oh dear. Hopefully I can get a good sleep tonight. I've already set all my alarms for tomorrow, so hopefully I actually am able to wake up on time. I'm pretty sure my shift tomorrow finishes at 2, so I'll probably be back home by maybe 3:30? Closer to 4 maybe? So I'm almost definitely going to be streaming tomorrow. I think I've got a Sunday shift as well. But I don't normally stream on a Sunday anyway, so... Mainly because I normally finish at 5 on a Sunday. It's not a normal, like, 9 to 5, I think it's... I think it's either 10:30 or 11:30. Like, my starting time. Tepig and Alpha Lucario. Tepig. Oh, I've also, I've planned out some of my, well, basically all of my schedules for the rest of the year. Well, I've not completely filled them out yet, but I've filled in the most important ones. So, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, I'm gonna be putting it back on the schedule finally. There's, the new DLC update. I mean, I might do one session on the day the SpongeBob DLC launches, but I'll probably only do the SpongeBob stuff when it comes to the festival. Because, I have no attachment to SpongeBob whatsoever. Excited for oh, so am I. Some IDW Sonic characters? I'm all for it. I mean, sucks they won't have voices, but let's be honest, they've never had a voice before, so those characters not having voices is very understandable, because I'm pretty sure they'd get a voice when they're in like a mainline Sonic game. If we got a Frontiers 2, I'm sure Tangle would probably be in the game, especially since she was mentioned in Frontiers 1, so she definitely exists in the continuity of Frontiers. And she is still friends with Sonic. Whisper is my favorite character from the... I still need to read the comics. I think the only, like, arc I've actually, like, fully invested some time into was, the Scrapnik Island arc. I think that's the only arc I've actually put some investment into. And that was obviously because of Mechasonic. I'm pretty sure I'm not up to that arc. Yeah, that's the only arc I've actually, like, properly enjoyed. I mean, not just properly enjoyed it, the only one I've actually read. Although I was, like, reading, or listening to someone, like, reading the story. So, I guess in a way an audiobook, but while still seeing the panels. Because it was supposed to be like a recap video of what happens in the arc. But yeah, apparently there was a... I mean, in the PlayStation State of Play, apparently people didn't like it that much. And from what I've heard... Well, I've only heard about Sonic Racing Crossworld stuff. I've not heard of anything else from that State of Play at all. So just the fact that we're getting the SpongeBob DLC on the 19th, which is next week, like 1 week's time. Then December we've got 9th, January we've got II, and February Tangle and Whisper. It's crazy that it is possible to have a roadmap, and they've planned out their roadmap for the next 3 months. Also, December 4th, the Switch 2 update is finally going to happen. Well, digitally at least. So I'll probably get the Switch 2 upgrade pack, and then I can finally enjoy the game at its maximum potential on the Switch. Excuse me? That's a shiny Dragalge over there. That, well, that's gonna interrupt my spawns, so I should probably evict it. Yeah, I don't need another Dragalge. Psychic, get rid of it, please. Thank you. Looking at you in the eyes, Dragalge, as you die. Go away! Go away, Malamar. You can see my commitment to getting rid of duplicate shinies. And I've saved over it, so it's gone for good. I already have 2. One of them's an alpha. If it were a Skrell, I would catch it. But therefore it's not. Therefore, I do not want it. Wait, no. Why am I... I don't know why I'm resetting. I need to teleport. So maybe a future update character after February, maybe they'll add Surge to the game. I mean, knowing modders, they'll probably find a way to give all these characters their voices back. One thing I really hope Crossworlds eventually adds, a way to like log in with your account just so your save data can be like saved to the cloud and you can transfer it between consoles. Obviously as an optional thing, it would not be forced to do it. But just as an option if you want to like move your data to a different console. So for example, if you play on the Switch like I do, and you want to play on PC, but not restart all your data, you'd log into a Sega account, and then it would You'd upload your save data to the account. Nothing would be automatic. You have to do it manually. You'd upload it to the account. Once it's saved, completely uploaded, you'd boot up the PC version, for example, then log into the same account, and then download the data, and voila. Although you'd probably have to upload and download everything every single time you want to switch devices, which would be a slight annoyance. But I guess there could be upload to the server every time you close the game, so you don't have to worry about it too much, and then download every time you open the next game, like as an option. Because I feel like if they do that, I will get the game on Steam. I will buy the game again, just to play on Steam, just so I can play with mods enabled. Obviously, only cosmetic mods. I will not use any mods that would cause me to cheat. Cosmetic mods, honestly, I just what I prefer. But works fine anyway. Charmander, I want a yellow one, please. Alpha Lucario, regular Lucario. Chill that must buy. I need to use the toilet. Hold on. Save the game. Hold on. I'm gonna go pee real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Ugh. Right. I think there's only 5 spawns at the moment. Because, well, I tried to get a 6th spawn and then the shiny Tepig showed up, so I couldn't exactly get 6 spawns at once. I mean, I could duplicate another spawner again. It would be too difficult. Another Tepig. I need a yellow Charmander, please. There's an Alpha Charmander, that's not quite what I'm looking for. And if it was a shiny Alpha Charmander, that'd be incredible, but not quite what I'm after. Male Hippowdon. It's almost been an hour already? Like I said earlier, the stream's only going to last for like 2 hours today. Just because I've got work tomorrow. And I need to be able to get a decent amount of sleep. Just because I've got a slightly earlier shift. Female Hippowdon. I still need to remap that chat button. I still haven't done that on my red Dracon. Lucario. Female Hippowdon. Female Hippowdon again. Another female Hippowdon. Hey. Mario again. Another female Hippowdon. I think the ones that'll be most fun to do, by fun I mean annoying, the Eevees. Just because I need to get 5 more shiny Eevee. Well, 6 more if I'm going to do a living dex, but at minimum 5 more. For the Kanto evolutions and the Sinnoh evolutions. I'm sure at some point I'll do another grind for that. But again, any other shiny I get in Zone 19, well, maybe excluding Drampa, because if I do find another shiny Drampa, I'm not going to get rid of that. I'm going to catch that, obviously, because that's the rarest thing on in the zone. So besides Drampa, if that would ever happen, any non-Eevee shiny will be KO'd and despawned. I mean, then again, not that it really affects Eevee much, since Eevee has its own unique spawn. But that's the only place really I like this shiny on Eevee, because all the other spots I've tried that could use the bench method, they've never really worked for me, because Eevee refused to shine in both different bench methods I've used. I feel like doing the warp resets is the most efficient method for me, because it's the only one that actually produces a shiny Eevee. I mean, I should know, because I've got 3 of them already. I just need to get 5 more. Maybe 6 if I do a living dex. I think Eevee will probably be one of those Pokemon that I'll not KO if I get an extra shiny. Just because who in their right mind would KO such a rare shiny? So unless it's an extremely rare Pokemon, like an Alpha or just a rare spawn, all shinies that are duplicates will just be KO'd. So if I get a Honedge, that will classify as a rare spawn, so I'll catch it and trade it to someone. Because I'm sure someone out there wants a shiny Honedge. Because until you get to the labs, it's an extremely difficult Pokemon to get as a shiny. And the labs is basically the end of the game. Another Tepig. I'd rather have a Charmander, please. £1,000,000. Well, I wouldn't mind that, but I'd still prefer a Charmander. Oh, just good. There's a regular Charmander. There's an Alpha Charmander. Come on, can there actually be a shiny Charmander? Ah, that would have been perfect for the trio if the third one, showed up and it was a shiny one. Mailing out on. And nothing else is showing up, so that obviously it's too far away to show up in the radius, and they're just not Alpha or shiny. Okay, I think I might have an idea for what I could remap my chat button to. In Crossworlds, there's a different button option. There's a button input that would swap items around. I mean, I don't even use that gadget anyway, but if for some reason I were to use it, it would need the Y button, and since I use the A button for acceleration because I'm a Mario Kart boy, that's how I've done racing games. So because of that, it'd be really awkward to try and swap items around. Okay, never mind. The way I'm thinking about it, it's just going to make it even more tricky. Because I normally have thumb on the A button anyway, and the chat button is all the way at the bottom, so I'll have to think about it for a different game. Powered on female. I'm sure there's some game I could remap a chat button to work for. Maybe at some point I should probably get that rechargeable Joy-Con grip, just so I've got access to the extra like L and R buttons. I'm sure I could get the Switch 2 Pro controller and do the same effect, but that thing is more expensive than any of the games on the system. So, I think I'm fine with my turbo controllers. If it's gonna be that pricey, the least they could do is give it a turbo function. But I get why they wouldn't do that, because then that'd be the only controller some people would use for certain games. Just because of the turbo. Because I feel like there's a few minigames in Mario Party that could really benefit from using a turbo controller. I know there's one where you have to use a hammer and a pokey as fast as you can. I think there's another one where you've got to mash the button a lot, and it'll knock down as many womps as possible. I wonder what the max limit for that minigame would be with the turbo controller. Maybe I'll give it a try at some point. Oh, 2 Alpha Lucario. Because, yeah, as much as I would love to try out the Switch 2 edition of Mario Party Jamboree, most of that content pack needs the camera to work. And I get a feeling that I don't even... all the minigames that the camera would work with, I wouldn't use. I'd probably try it once and then never try it again. So for a £20 upgrade, I wouldn't say it's worth it. Just for a DLC pack that I'm not going to use. At least with Mario Wonder, there's a multiplayer. A whole area you can do on multiplayer, so at least that one is probably going to be worth it. Although I probably will only get it if I have some friends that also are going to get it. Because what's the point if you don't have friends to do it with, huh? If I don't have any friends to do it with, I'm not going to bother. And that Animal Crossing update, I mean, I barely touch Animal Crossing to begin with, so obviously I'm probably not going to get it. I mean, it's a cool concept, but I don't really care much for Animal Crossing. I think with Metroid Prime 4, as much as I'd love to try it, I don't think I'm going to get it day one. Just wasted a Pokeball clip there. Yeah, I'm not going to get it day one. Maybe at some point in the future I might consider getting it. But I'm not going to pay full price for it just because, well, I've not actually properly played a Metroid game, so let alone a Metroid Prime game. So maybe I'll just watch some other people play it and then just leave it at that. Because I got Metroid Dread tried out when the OLED Switch released. I played it for like 5 minutes and I've not touched it since. So, I think the most I've played Metroid isn't even in Metroid. I played a Metroid minigame on Nintendo Land, on the Wii U. The most I've played Metroid. And that's not even a Metroid game. That's just a Metroid-based minigame on a collab game. Oh, an Alpha 10. So I think that's just proof enough that I'm not really big on Metroid. Also, I saw the trailer for the Mario Galaxy movie, like the first trailer, and it looks as I expected it to. And with Bowser Jr., I did not expect his voice to be so deep, but I mean, it's still Bowser Jr. And what is that form he took? Because it looks like Wonder Bowser Jr. Oops, wrong one. It looks like Wonder Bowser Jr., but with the paint? Wouldn't it make more sense to be like Shadow Bowser Jr. and then become like Shadow Mario? Although I guess then that'd be crossing into Mario Sunshine, but at the same time it's crossing into Mario Wonder because he looks like Wonder Jr. And also Rosalina looked epic. While I'm not the biggest fan of Rosalina's voice actress, we'll see how she does. Because, let's be honest, we knew Rosalina was a strong character, but besides Smash Bros, we've never seen her fight. Like, ever. So, looking forward to see what her choreography would be like. I mean, I saw a little bit in the trailer. Honestly, taking advantage of the magic spells, the wand is not just for show, which is surprising. But I look forward to watching it when it does release. Although, I guess for now I'll prioritise about the FNAF 2 movie, which is December 4th. Or December 5th. I think it's the 5th. Yeah, I'll focus my hype onto that movie for now, and then when it comes to around April time, then think about Mario Galaxy movie, and I wonder if there's going to be another movie after that, because it wouldn't surprise me. There's a lot of Mario games they could take from, like, ideas. Sunshine, I'm not sure how they get something out of Mario Sunshine, because they literally just had a the Galaxy movie was the one that introduced Junior. You would think it would be a Sunshine movie that introduced Junior, but... So I don't think it'd be a Mario Sunshine movie. I don't think it'd be a Mario World movie, because what the hell would they do with Super Mario World when basically the main elements of that film, besides the Goobelings, would be in the Galaxy movie, because technically it's Super Mario Galaxy 2, because Yoshi's in it. Well, we only know Yoshi's in it because obviously there was that tease at the end of the first film, and a cookie company accidentally leaked Yoshi's design. Like, an official design. It was accidentally leaked by a cookie company of all things. And one thing I saw people speculating on, what would Yoshi's voice be like? Because, in my opinion, I think he probably will have a voice. Mostly because of DK. Like, DK had a voice, and normally he doesn't talk. Because he's an ape. So, it would not surprise me if Yoshi talked. But I think he would need to have a high-pitched voice. Because hearing a deep voice on a Yoshi would sound wrong. Unless it's like a cheap Yoshi, but we're not doing Mario World or Yoshi's story. Yeah, unless it's a cheap Yoshi, I think it should be a high-pitched voice for Yoshi. Because I feel like they are just going to go the route of a voice. So, high-pitched voice. The one that sounds like Yoshi. But if they were to do a third Mario movie that's still based on the games, game-based. Odyssey, maybe not so much, since Mario's alone the majority of the time. Mario 64, not likely. Heck, maybe the Mario Galaxy movie would be the first one to finally bring in Fire Mario. Like, that's Mario's most iconic power-up, and he never got the power-up. I think maybe if he gets the Ice Flower, maybe he'll go like the full Cosmic Ice, like he does in Galaxy, like completely turns into a block of ice, instead of just blue clothes. But hopefully they do bring like one of the Galaxy powers, because it'd be weird to not have one of the unique Galaxy power-ups in the Galaxy game. At the very least, maybe the B power-up, or maybe the drill, or the spring. I mean, the spring could be funny, because immediately it would really work. But I don't know how that would really benefit the plot. So... maybe the cloud power. Then again, we've got Yoshi, that he alone counts as a power-up, so... maybe there won't be any of the Galaxy power-ups. I mean, maybe they could show them off, but Mario would just be the one to not use them. Because of course he won't. The only unique power-up he's allowed to use is the Tanuki suit. Then Peach uses all the flowers. I mean, maybe Super Mario Land could be the next film, because then they could bring in Daisy that way. Yeah, that's probably what they'd have to do. Like, that's how they should introduce Daisy, through a Super Mario Land movie, but... I mean, that'd be really interesting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that in the Galaxy movie, even though it's supposed to be focused on Mario Galaxy, they've clearly taken elements from other Mario games. Wonder Battle of Junior, so obviously they've taken elements from Mario Wonder, and one of the environments looked like it was from Mario Odyssey, so it looks like they're already going to be taking elements from 3 different games. I guess other like video game movies that I need to be thinking of, Sonic the Hedgehog 4. That's another bit interesting one to think about. So obviously Amy Rose and Metal Sonic are going to be in the game, but what Sonic game would Sonic 4 be based on? Since the first one was obviously just Sonic 1, the second movie was based on Sonic 3 and Knuckles, clearly, and the third film was based on Sonic Adventure 2. So either it could be Sonic CD, but I don't know how they would make a movie from that. But personally, I think it should be based on Sonic Heroes. Because if we're bringing in Amy, then, I mean, to be honest, that'd be a lot of characters they'd probably have to introduce if they want to be as close to the game as possible. Because they would need Amy, they would need Big, they would need Cream, they would need Team Chaotix as well, so that's a lot of new characters. So maybe it would like take elements from Heroes, but not everything from Heroes. I mean, I'd love to see Cream and Cheese. No, maybe not Cheese, because it seems like the Chows aren't exactly real creatures in that universe, so... I mean, there's a chance Cream won't even show up. At the very least, you've got to have Team Chaotix. And then maybe Omega and Rouge? Because we already know about Amy. Omega and Rouge could be possible. Omega is probably the most likely out of all of them, just because he's an Eggman robot, so he's the most likely, like, to show up in the movies. Just because it's not hard to introduce him. Just saw the Waylord Coliseum sprite and Lordy Huge. Yep. Imagine how large Waylord would be. Like, in Sword and Shield, true size, like the one you see in the Isle of Armor. True size, and then Dynamax it. That'd be the largest Pokemon in existence. Just a Dynamax Waylord. Like, it'd probably be so large you'd probably see it from space. I mean, maybe not that large, but it would still be huge. When is this flippin' shiny Charmander gonna show up? I want to get it before the end of the stream. There's still another 40 minutes before I finish up for the day. Oh, I hope this Charmander shows up. I already got Tepig, sure Charmander can show up. So yeah, with my team, I finally came up with a name for my Gardevoir. Nejire from My Hero Academia. Blue hair, obviously female, and uses psychic-related powers. So that's where I decided to go with the name. If it was a normal colored Gardevoir, or a regular one, not non-shiny. Maybe Fubuki or Tatsumaki probably would have worked better, but in this case, because shiny, with Nejire. And the rest of my team members are going to be caught in the DLC, so the whole starters and go luck. So it's funny how my new team had a lot of new Megas, but this Mega Dimension team might not have that luxury. I mean, unless I go for another shiny Delphox, then that could be my new Mega for a Fire type. But I'd still need something as a Grass type, and there's many options. Within Mega Dimensions, there's not really many options to choose from. There's Sceptile and Victory Bell. Venusaur's possible, but that's not a new one. Not really many grass type options. So either I stick with Sceptile, which honestly I probably will, or I shiny hunt a different Pokemon, like Victory Bell, and let's be honest, I probably might get an extra shiny Bellsprout while I'm looking for a White Flower Florges. So a Victory Bell on the team is definitely a possibility. But then the second half of the team, I think I will have to get them all from the DLC. So a Fire type, Swampert, and Golurk. I could stick with Blaziken, but I feel like another Fire type. Oh yeah, I forgot these resets are also changing that Alpha Bellsprout. I have no idea if it's even working or not. No. Okay, so it can spawn from that distance. That means a shiny should definitely show up, even if it's not normally close enough. Female Powdon. Was that technique? Yeah. See, I'll do this spawner exploit so I could try and get shiny Bulbasaur as well. And then obviously I'll have a lot of fun when trying to get more Bulbasaur, more Chikorita, more Tepig, more Charmander, more any of the starters. At the very least, I'm nearly done with the starters in their final forms. Because let's be honest, more than likely I'm probably going to stick with final forms. Just because that's how I did it in Scarlet and Violet. And just have alternate forms as bonuses. It's like main gender variants, like Pyro and Meowstic. Then different trims for Furfrou. And then in Rotom's case, all of its different appliance forms. And supposedly Rotom's going to be in the game in the DLC, but we'll see. I just really, really hope Pokemon Company doesn't act so scummy with the Megastones. I mean, they're already doing it with Excalibur, with anyone planning to have Excalibur on their playthrough team that can Mega Evolve, that's not happening. I hope they don't do it for any new Megas. It's bad enough they're doing it for new ones, but they better not force that mechanic onto the old Megas. I'd be so annoyed. Because supposedly, the Swampert, according to a source, not sure if it's 100% like true or not, but supposedly it's going to be in rank 6 for the Swampert. That's next year. Is that? No. Yeah, that is next year. I don't want to have to wait until next year just to get a Mega Swampert. But regardless if I can Mega Evolve straight away or not, my Swampert will be on my team regardless. I will have a Swampert on my team. If Swampert is an option, Swampert goes on my team. In Sword and Shield's case, I'm pretty sure I had to breed down a Mudkip egg, because if I had a Swampert starting there, it'd be way too overpowered and would just sweep the game. So I'm pretty sure I gave myself a Mudkip egg. Or a level 1 Mudkip at the very least. And Sun and Moon, I think, Ultra Moon, I think? I just used Island Scan to give myself a Marshtomp on Akala Island. And then obviously Oras, my starter. And also in Emerald, I created a list for my dream team and all the moves I want on them. I've started a new playthrough. I've not obtained my starter yet. More than likely I'm not going to do any shiny hunting in Emerald because broken RNG. Unless for some reason I can figure out a way to fix that. Which probably won't. Because if I want to get shinies, I'll just do it in Ruby and Sapphire. And if I want to get like Johto Pokemon or other starters, I'll just use eggs with the RNG method. I'm pretty sure in my Sapphire copy, I've done RNG manipulation to get 2 of the first starters already. I think I just need to get the 3rd starter and then I can move them all up for a playthrough. I believe Sapphire is perfect for RNG minute, because I tried changing out the battery. I didn't have any soldering metal, and I accidentally, well, broke the part where the battery connects to the board, and now it is not possible to fix it. So it's just going to remain a dead battery forever. But that's fine, because I have Ruby, I've got a Japanese Ruby, Japanese Sapphire, I've got plenty more Gen 3 homing games where I can try and get a fixed battery. So I don't have to worry too much if I do want a living battery. As much as I would love for it to be my English Ruby copy, I've already made a huge amount of progress in the game. I massively completed Pokédex. I don't know how much I've done, I think I got all of the Pokemon done? I don't remember. I hope I did, because if I didn't, that'd be well annoying. I think one thing I definitely need to do at some point, I need to get that shiny Darkrai in Platinum. I need to hunt it down as soon as I can. Because if I start hunting it and the bank is shut down, I will not be able to transfer it up to the modern games. And that would suck, because that's the only reason I'm trying to get it up there. Because Pokemon Go is too inconsistent and is too expensive. like trying to do all those raids would cost. It'd probably be cheaper to buy Gale of Darkness, and that's like £200, which was probably nearly $300. It'd probably be cheaper to buy that game than to shiny hunt with raids in Pokemon Go these days. That's how much of a pain it is. Also, I feel like I should probably get another Pokemon in there. I've only got 5 mons in there. It's still the morning, so maybe I could try and get another spawn in. Right, so save here. There's a Charmander, so I'll probably use that. Up here, I think. Or over this way, maybe? No. Stop it. To there. There. Oh, notice me. Right. One Charmander. Great. Oh, Powdon's seen me. Alright, so I think... Okay, no, the Hippowdon's not going to duplicate spawns because it's barely moved, so I'll still have to try and move it back. Okay. So the Charmander. And now this way, 65 meters back. Okay. So doing this, I should be able to get my 6th spawn in. The Hippowdon's not going to duplicate, obviously, but the Charmander should duplicate its spawn. So now I need to go in. So Charmander and Hippowdon are right there. So I need to look for 4 spawns in the center. Wait, that's good, I can get that Hippowdon back. There's one Hippowdon there. Hold on. I messed something up. So I fixed the Hippowdon spawn. Oh, maybe when I was trying to do Hippowdon, maybe because Hippowdon was there, so it might have undone one of the spawns. Go away, Hippowdon! So reset this. And, okay, now I'm realizing it. Hold on. No, do that again. Because now I've just undone the Charmander, so I need to do that again. God damn it. Right. Right, how many Pokemon do I have? 1, 2... Oh, it's been completely reset! Half the spawns are gone! Oh no, no wonder I wasn't yielding any results after that Tepig. Half the spawns are gone! Mucked up so bad, most of the spawns are gone now. No wonder nothing was showing up. Yep, Hippowdon and Tepig. No wonder it wasn't working. All of my spawns disappeared, so I've got to do all this again. Right, come here. Okay, I can't do all this again. All the spawns were gone. I think that original Hippowdon might have mucked it up. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Well, I guess we're redoing it live then. Alright, so... just barely far enough away. Oh, get out of the way, stupid cab. 65 meters away. Okay, all the way back. So there should be an extra spawn in there, hopefully. Right, so there's one Hippowdon over there. Bring this one back. There's another Tepig over there. Okay, good. So this dupe was successful. Okay, so now I should have 3 spawns again. I still can't believe I still can't believe that all of the spawns vanished. Right, so now doing this, there should be 3 Pokemon in the area. There's a Tepig, there's Lucario, there's a Hippowdon. Alright, that's 3 spawns. So now I need to get some more. I need to get a Hippowdon right near the gate, because then it'll be easiest to sort it out. Hippowdon or a Charmander. So glad I noticed that my spawns weren't spawning. This one. Try again. Tepig over there. Lucario down there. Wait a minute. What? Oh, I've not been saving them properly, have I? Oh, why? Tepig there. Pound there. I just got the 3rd Pokemon. Oh, for goodness sake. No, I'll worry about it later. It's already annoying me. I'll do it in my own time. I'll get that stupid lizard. Let's go for that stupid Lithic. Oh, I can't believe I was doing it wrong. I think... okay, I'm being honest. I think doing the fly method was probably despawning all of them. Okay. So I'll just do Litwick for the last 20 minutes. Because setting that up again will be annoying. You knowing my luck, I probably won't get the shiny within 20 minutes. I mean, I already managed to muck up my duplicated spawns. I thought they were supposed to be permanent. Clearly I must have done something wrong to not make it permanent. Like, I did it right at one point. But then after I caught the shiny Tepig, that's where I mucked things up. Okay, let's be honest. I think if that shiny Tepig didn't show up while I was still setting things up, I probably would have a full squad of 6 wild Pokemon in the area. Well, I think after stream, I'll do some, like, attempt to duplicate the spawners in my own time. I hope it doesn't take too long, because I do want to get that shiny Charmander. And then obviously I'm going to try that again with Bulbasaur. Yeah, I definitely did something wrong. Because after I caught that shiny Tepig, it all fell apart. I caught the shiny Tepig, I started warp zoning, and then all of the extra spawns I worked to create disappeared. I really do feel like that Hippowdon going into the Charmander's slot messed it up. I feel like I blame that Hippowdon for doing that. Then again, it might have been mucked up before then. Hopefully something decides to show up within the next 15 minutes. Because I feel like after that Tepig I've started a drought. At least a drought for what's considered for this game, since shinies show up so easily. Or shinies show up so easily even. For some reason her eyes looked a lot darker than her profile picture. And at some point the Patrats are probably going to be shown back up again. Pretty sure the spawn time is only like 2 or 3 minutes, so... But it'll be easier to get rid of them, because then at least I won't be phasing on Patrat that are trying to kill me. I feel like these Patrat are the only ones that actually try to harm me. The ones at all the scaffolding, they just look at me. They don't even try. But then again, they also try to hurt me while I'm in the graveyard. Maybe it's because I'm not getting right up in their faces with the scaffolding. Maybe that's why. Also, I just realised I've not Mega Evolved my Gardevoir yet. You got punk. Okay. So I've been seeing like a lot more tutorials on easy way to get shiny Litwick, and it turns out the method I used to get my party member with was the best way to begin with. I mean, sure, doing resets is possible, but it feels more like you're actually playing the game doing this one. Hopefully that Litwick shows up soon, because I don't want to deal with it any longer. After this, I've got to go for the remaining Kanto starters. That'd be fun to duplicate their spawns again, especially after the Pig mucked the other one up. Or the Hippowdon, whichever one did it. Because I know warping shouldn't mess with the spawns, because they should be permanent. They should be permanent spawns. I know that for a fact, because Chespin and the Alphas and Dratini, they all acted that way. No matter how many times I updated the spawns, the number of them stayed. So clearly it's something I messed up with this specific one. So probably a little bit past 9 o'clock for me by the time I finish. So fingers crossed, shiny Litwick shows up. Nope, there is one slightly smaller than the other one though. Nope. Okay, a little less than 10 minutes to go. Yeah, I'll try and get the Kanto starters in my own time. Hopefully I can get them, because they'll be a nice addition to my collection. They'll finally be able to fill in this gap over here. Evolutions will be fun, Gallade will be annoying. Other Florges, Tangrowth, Scrafty, Chandelure, and the fossils. Yeah, honestly, I don't have that much to go now. I'm closing in on the end, like, of the final forms. But these last ones are just going to be slightly difficult. Kind of wish there was a way to, like, duplicate EV spawns in Zone 19. But I get the feeling that'd probably be impossible since it's not an aggressive Pokemon, it just runs around. I mean, I'm sure somebody might figure it out. Like maybe if someone uses Taunt on the Eevee, then it'll start chasing. But then it'd have to be 50 meters away from where it originally spawned. And then moving another 65 meters away, resetting it, then getting a second Eevee spawn. I mean, theoretically I can see it being possible, but I don't know if it's possible in Zone 19 just because of the specific zones that Eevee spawns in. It always spawns in between the hedges. So I don't know if it would even be possible. I hope it will. I hope someone figures it out. I mean, maybe I'll give it a bit of an experiment myself. Because if I can at least duplicate it once or twice, then a higher chance of getting a shiny Eevee. I need 5 or 6 of them. Oh, the Petrata back. Oh god, there's another alpha. Oh, Open Mega's here. Hello! Hold on, I need to get rid of these rats. There we go, heal up. Get these rats to despawn. There we go. So how are you doing today? Thank you, thank you. How are you doing today? I'm not going to be live for too much longer. Maybe once we hit the 2-hour mark, but I'm glad you showed up today. We, oh, let me just show it off. Hey, at least you've got a dentist over here in the UK. Apparently we're not allowed to have a dentist without them kicking us out while dying to us. Yeah, here's what I got today. A shiny Emboar. And I also got a shiny female Meowstic. So many phases of Esper, and I finally got a female one. So Zone 3 technically only needs one more spawn. But yeah, let me do a little story time about that, about the dentists we've had to deal with in the UK. So they're okay when they actually listen to us, but we have specific appointments booked in, like for example, tooth removal, and then they say they're going to be a removal appointment, and then they change it to a regular appointment, and then basically make us do the appointment we originally planned for again. So that's clear miscommunication, and then apparently we would do a dentist appointment while we were in America, even though we specifically said we didn't want to be booked in during those months because we would not even be in the country. So they called us up, basically told us we missed the appointment. We didn't even have an appointment. They started lying to us, and they basically kicked us out of the what is the word for it? The system. They basically kicked us off the database and didn't allow us to go back to the dentist yet. So basically, we're struggling to get an actual dentist at the moment. And going private is extremely expensive, so hopefully I can get more and more shifts, and hopefully some of my income can go toward a private dentist. Because all the public ones, either they've gone private, or they're douchebags. Just to put it bluntly. Yeah. So at some point, with how much we're being stripped of our money, eventually that stereotype of British people having all crooked and broken teeth might end up becoming a reality, because none of the dentists want to help us. Oh, Crimson, hello. Let me just... There we go. Where's the... Yes. Been here for a while. Yes, but I was distracted, right? Still good, thank you for the hydrate. don't think I'm probably not going to find the shiny Litwick tonight. With like 3.5 minutes left. Unless some miracle happens where it actually does decide to shine. Not this one. So hopefully the Litwick shows up, then I can get back to Bulbasaur. I heard something. Like a scratching noise. Wait, no, I did. Wait, is it just... Oh, I was just stepping into the water. Oh, that's probably what the noise was. Remember how I said I found Entei? Yeah? Did you find another one of the beasts? Suicune, I think, was the second one? Probably looking at Suicune. Oh, okay. Another alpha? There we go, and look at my beautiful shiny Mega Gardevoir. Isn't she a beauty? Just realised I never actually got a good picture of her. There we go. Didn't think there'd be this early in the story. You'd be surprised! Also, Chiaki, have you been using that, the Pokeball duplication glitch in Colosseum? It's a really helpful glitch. Like, once you get the Master Ball, which is honestly a little bit into the game. What? Yeah, it's only in Colosseum. It didn't follow through to the sequel. But there is a Pokeball duplication glitch. Basically, infinite Pokeballs. So you only need to buy like 5 of any kind of Pokeball, or 1 of any kind of Pokeball even. And you can basically use a Pokeball, but it won't actually use it. So how it would work, on the first Pokemon's turn, on your side, so the left Pokemon, you'd use the ball, and then with the second Pokemon on the right, you would move that Pokeball into a different slot, mid-battle, and then have that second Pokemon use an attack or use a different item. And then it would basically use a phantom Pokeball that you just got out of nowhere, and it would not change anything in your bag, so you just use a free Pokeball. Oh, and hello, Perfect. Hello! Can we get some shiny magic for the last couple of minutes, please? Because, you know, I'll just go on an extra 10 minutes. I know, because you've literally just arrived. I was going to end now, but you've only just arrived, so I'll go on a little bit longer. So, I managed to get shiny Emboar today, and a shiny female Meowstic. So, that's at least 2 new Mons added to the collection. What are you hunting? I'm going for Litwick. And then after I've done Litwick, I'm going to go for Bulbasaur. And then Charmander. So yeah, Litwick is a slight pain, so this is the best method to hunt down Litwick. Because Lampent is in Danger Zone. Well, I mean Zone 17. Lampent's in the Danger Zone, and Chandelure can only be found as an Alpha in Zone 20, so that's not very efficient. So this is the best way to encounter a shiny Litwick. I got one before because it was in my original team. Speaking of my team, currently I have what will be the start of my Mega Dimensions team in my party. So my God of War and my Frostlass. God of War I named after Nejire from My Hero Academia. Blue hair and similar abilities. Being like psychic-related abilities. And Frostlass I named Yuki. Mainly because Frostlass is based off the Yuki Onna yokai in Japanese folklore. And Yuki is an actual name, and Yuki just means snow. So that's why I called her Yuki. My other members, they're just going to be the Hoenn starters in Golem. Been watching this new romance anime. Oh, which one? Oh, now Necro is here. Damn it, now I've got to go until half past. Hello, Necro. Also, perfect. What's this new romance anime you're on about? I hope it's a good one. The fragrant... The fragrant flower blooms with dignity. The last time I heard a romance anime with bloom in the title was Bloom Into You. I remember that one. I don't actually remember all of it. I think I need to rewatch that one actually. I'm in so much pain, you guys. Oh no! Yeah, I definitely have to stream extra long then. I just used the wrong move. Normally teleport would be an awful move, but in this game it's actually a good evasive move. There we go. So, oh, 1 second. Let me see. The fragrant flower blooms with dignity. Let me see where... Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay then. I might check it out at some point. I think with romance anime, I think the last one I watched, I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I actually watched a romance anime, if I'm being completely honest. But hopefully with a new law that I think it was a new law that passed in Japan that basically prevents any material from being messed with when it leaves the country. So localization will technically be outlawed now. Hopefully. So now I'll be able to enjoy my anime authentically. Nothing edited out, nothing altered, just how it was supposed to be. But, that's romance anime. I know I started watching Bloom Into You. I don't think... Oh, no, now I remember what it was. Have you ever watched... Oh, yeah, sometimes... Oh, I need to watch that one. I've seen footage of it. I've seen some stuff, but I need to watch that. Let me find the anime I was thinking of. Is this one? What's... There's no freaking way I'll be your lover unless. That is the most recent romance anime I've watched. Watanabe is like the abbreviated version. Honestly, it's a really interesting anime. I mean, there's some things you might need to be okay with before you watch it. First off, you need to be okay with, like, harem-based anime, and Yuri, which is girls' love. If you're okay with those two, like, genres, then it's a perfect anime for you. And it really... Yeah. Oh, yeah, season 2? Okay, yeah, fair enough. Watanabe also needs a season 2. Because love that anime. This... These flippin' light novel, manga, anime titles are so flippin' long. Why are they so long recently? This one has the titles. I think another interesting romance anime I've watched in the past was the 100 Girlfriends anime. And that's one hell of a harem anime. Like, Jesus. 100. That's... And it's also an anime full of references. Because I'm pretty sure there's one episode where to defend one of the girls, like, honor during a baseball match, they literally all become Super Saiyans. It's just saying... I mean, go for it. But there are any other romance anime I've watched a lot of recently. I can't really think of anything else. Those are the most recent ones I remember watching. Alia, I'll have to watch that one, even though it's been out for ages. Maybe I'll start watching it tonight. No, I probably shouldn't start watching it tonight, otherwise I won't get any sleep. Because if I... The study time is so good in this game. Yep! Because if I start watching the Alia anime tonight, I probably won't get enough sleep, and I need to get some sleep. Have you watched Rock is a Lady's Modesty? No, I have not. Let me have a look. Let's see if I've seen that one before. No, I have not. Is it a music-based one? Ooh. Also a band. Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, it is a music-based one. Okay. I guess that's another one I was recommended it, but haven't checked it out. It's supposed to be a Yuri. Is it? Another music-based anime. I remember Fuka. I remember that one. That was a music-based anime. That was interesting. It's already finished, so I could, in theory, binge it. There's CNN. There's comedy. Okay. I don't know about Yuri yet, but when I say romance anime, go for it. Go for it. Engaged to be unidentified. Okay, that's another one I need to have a look at. I assume it's this one? Yeah. Supernatural one. Okay. Interesting. I think I need to write down all of these other anime. I need to write all these down, because honestly, the only anime I've been watching recently it's just My Hero Academia Season 8. I need to watch more new anime, or older anime. I need to get more into my mental library. Yeah, I need to get more watched. Oh, geez, it's not romance. Let me marker a bit. Okay. I'm trying to remember another romance. Oh, I think I remember. It's somewhat an isekai. I mean, it is an isekai, but it's the main plot. It's a Yuri romance in a rom-com style, and the main character gets reincarnated as a student in this like fantasy school setting, and she happens to be in love with the villainess. Like, the villainess of a game that she plays, and she happens to be transported into said world, and then basically falls in love with the villainess, as she would love to. Yeah, honestly, I think two, like, ordinary like rom-coms I want to see get more seasons. Uzuki-chan wants to hang out, and please don't tease me, Nagatoro-san. Those ones need to get more anime seasons, because those are some really good anime. I'm pretty sure the only ones that don't like them are tourists. Ones who don't care for anime to begin with. Because they are some superior rom-com anime. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go for another minute. Scared too much about anime because I'm on the last episode and it's going to a really good bit. Oh yeah, I think I remember hearing of that one. I never actually watched it yet. Oh, Kumo desu ka nanika? So am I spider, so what? That one, as much as I'm not the biggest spider fan, somehow that anime found a way to make a spider look cute. And that one needs a second season, because that was a really good anime. I think another one, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I mean, that one I'm pretty sure quite a few people might have heard of. I want to see more content. I think we're 3 or 4 seasons in already. I think it's 3 seasons? Where do I find it? Wait, the Lumio sewers? There should be an entrance to the Lumio sewers, okay, well, that's not much. More near the south of the... Because there is an entrance near the north, but it's the more southern entrance. Okay. I'll just do one more reset, then I'm going to call it a day. Let's see... Any luck with this last one? No? Okay. Alright, I think I'm going to call it a day now. I know it's not been that long since like, Necro and Perfect have shown up, but I have work tomorrow. I need to get to sleep relatively early tonight, but tomorrow I'll try and go on for a bit longer. So, just for tonight, this has been BiriboFukuro signing off. Bye-bye!